Here we go. 5 seconds.
Back-to-back losses on Golden State. Lonzo to inbound, 5.3. To Brandon. It's been his night. With 3, with 2. Brandon all the way. Throws it up.
Oh, man. Time for round 2. It's podcast time. Podcast is recorded. We were successful. No technical difficulties. All the topics went smooth. I thought we had some really good discussion. So I'm excited to share with you guys. And I'll be getting that podcast online ASAP since we recorded on Wednesday. So it'll be released on time for Thursday. So look for the podcast in the morning.
Oh, man.
Now I'm going to do a late night editing session. But first a Q&A, and I'm going to run over to 7-Eleven and get a snack. What do I want? Boy, I'm thinking some sweet tarts. Okay, I got $2. I am donating to the campaign. And I'm also recording, so if you have anything you want to say.
I'd like to invite the people of America to my announcement of my candidacy for president. I'm a mess.
Now wait, where are you doing this?
In front of the courthouse in Pomona.
Okay.
My dream and goal is to rebuild Pomona to a thriving metropolis and house the homeless immediately, accommodating motels, apartments. I don't want to deal with the state of California. They're screwing me at the La Olivera, where I've been sexually abused and robbed 5 times. This gentleman gave me, I have $3 and a nickel to my name, but I'm blessed, praise God. Please come, bring donations, stickers for names, balloons, signs, wear our national colors, or pink. That's my favorite color, Dusty Rose, white, gold, silver, black.
And you said your name is?
Fancy, Miss Fancy Nancy, Lee Saldivini, and I am a black, white Italian, so I love everybody. You're all invited.
All right, cool.
And this is the mascot of America. This is my lifesaver and my only friend. This is Romano. And
well, hello, Romano.
say hi, boy. Say hi.
Hi.
He smiles like Elvis.
Nice. Well, you guys have a blessed night. You guys have a good night.
God bless
Take care. Good trip to 7-Eleven. Got my sweet tarts and ran into Fancy Nancy. So, all in all, good walk. All right, it is time for another Q&A. I know this is pretty similar to a segment that Casey Neistat does on his blog, but I figured, hey, question and answer is pretty general, and everybody's answers are going to be different. So here we are, Q&A. All right, question number 1. And question number 1 is actually a 2-parter. And it's, do I know what I'm going to shoot? And then do I know what I'm going to edit before I edit? So I got asked this by a few people who were just curious. And first of all, do I know what I'm going to shoot? The answer to that is yes and no. So I know what I'm going to do that day, and I bring my camera and shoot, whatever I see. I set up the camera to record what I do, and I carry it with me to record, first person perspective, or, get my, my face, my opinion on what's happening. But do I know what I'm going to shoot? And the reason why I said it's yes and no is because I don't script my life. So, I don't actually, write down like, oh, this is what you're gonna do today, and then it's gonna be interesting. I think that would be totally inauthentic. So some of these videos, you'll notice they are longer because I did a lot of stuff that day, and some of them are really short, 1 minute to 2 minutes, because guess what? My day actually wasn't that interesting. So, I try to pick an angle that might make it seem more interesting, but I just do what I do. So hopefully in the future, you know, if I'm doing some action figure shows or have something big going on in my life, maybe have some, you know, longer or more exciting stories. But no, I don't actually like script my life or plan out my day. But I do kind of, you know, if I know I'm gonna go get Subway, then I know that's gonna happen. So, but the two-parter, you know, of that question is, do I know what I'm gonna edit? And I do usually have a pretty good idea of what it is I'm gonna put together in the edit. So I'm always looking for like, what's the story, or what's the meat of the story at best, because not every day is, you know, some grand story, but there's usually something you wanted to do, even if it was as simple as me wanting to, you know, take a nap, or if I'm sick that day, or, you know, who knows, on Thanksgiving I found a way to, you know, film myself watching the parade. You know, there's got to be something cool going on, and you try to capture that. And when you edit, you have a few things, and I normally want to try to have a through line, you know, either some test footage or something I'm working on. So that's the gist. Question number 2, is it weird filming people? Or rather, this was asked me by my mom, is it weird filming myself in front of people? And the answer is yes and yes. So I actually agree with Casey Neistat here. If you've seen any of his vlogs, he's answered this question a couple of times. And I feel like if you're too concerned with how you look in front of other people, then you're gonna run into trouble. If you're gonna walk around holding a camera up and capturing everything, then you just gotta be okay with looking at least a little weird. Is it awkward? I usually try to ask everybody before they're in the video or before I enter someone's house or something, if they would be okay with me filming. So I don't, you know, typically I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable or, you know, force anyone to be in a video they don't have to be in. Even if we're in public, you know, we're on a public sidewalk. If somebody doesn't want to be in the video, they don't have to be in it. But if we are out in public, I'm probably recording. So, and of course, you know, if you come to my apartment, full disclosure, I will be filming. Question number 3. What equipment do I use besides my iPhone? So I'll grab a shot after we're done recording right now, but I actually have one of those, like, I think it's called Joby Gorilla Pods. There it is, that's the Gorilla Pod. You can see it kind of folds up into a like selfie stick. That's what I use, just like Casey Neistat. And it works really well. It's very sturdy. Everything about it, you know, is quality. So I've had cheaper ones, and I'll actually show you my bag of goodies that I shoot with. So I actually have a full tripod, and up here I mount, let me pull it out here, I have a smaller kind of Gorilla Pod that has some metal legs, but the top comes off. So I can actually screw this on here like so, and then mount my camera to this full tripod, which actually works out pretty well. A selfie stick, because, you know, what vlogger isn't complete without a selfie stick, right? I have a set of lenses, actually a gift from Steph's sister Natalie, so thank you, Nat, that I can actually, these, if you can see, it clips onto my iPhone, and you get a wide angle, a telephoto, and just a regular distortion lens. You can see I carry these with me at all times. If there's any, I usually use them when I'm trying to show something kind of distorted or give it a different perspective, but definitely cool. Question number 4. Am I going to the midnight show of Star Wars The Last Jedi? And the answer is no. And that's because I'm going to premiere night at 8 p.m. So not technically a midnight show, but I am actually going on December 14th at 8 p.m. with Steph and Leanne Miguel, and Anthony's gonna come. So of course I'll probably have a video of that coming out in like the next 2 weeks, so look for that. But I'm super stoked for Star Wars The Last Jedi and can't wait to go see it in the theater. And the last question today, question number 5. Where am I from? So I actually had somebody ask me this on Twitter. I think they saw one of the videos and they were like, where are you filming at? And if the question was, where am I filming at? It's often in Pomona, California. So that's where I live at. You'll see a lot of familiar locales around here in some of the videos. The Fox Theater, downtown Pomona, 7-Eleven. And yeah, I'm often, you know, getting time lapses and different stuff around this area. But if the question is like, where am I from? Where was I born? Where did I grow up? A small town called Granger, Indiana, G-Town. Or for those not familiar with Granger, you might have heard of a place called South Bend, Indiana, home of Notre Dame Fighting Irish. You know, growing up in the Midwest, it was actually, you know, kind of a great pleasure, because you have so much freedom there. You don't get in trouble for anything. You know, we used to light up fireworks or blow stuff up or shoot movies and do crazy stuff. You know, I have a lot of stories. I'm not going to tell them now, but yeah, growing up in the Midwest was great. Of course, I'm a huge Notre Dame fan. You've probably seen in previous videos me rocking my Notre Dame shirt. Yeah, that's a little bit of a history on where I'm from, but that'll wrap up the Q&A this week. So thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody has a great day today. And that's it.